Good day, students. Once again, time is fractional, and that is the heading in your handout. I just copied it and I pasted it. Now, example 3.3 is where we are. We are still dealing with the topic of annuities. Very lovely topic, and we are still at the introduction stage. There is still more to come in this chapter. I'm telling you, there is still more to come. Be prepared for more, prepared for exciting knowledge, be prepared for a knowledge that will change your life, be prepared for a knowledge that will apply in the real world when you start working, and knowledge that you can apply even currently while you are still a student. Now, it says a father decides to invest 300 per month for 5 years. A father decides to invest 300 rands per month for 5 years at 12% per annum compounded monthly to pay for his 12-year-old son's tertiary education in 5 years. So this gentleman, which is this son, is expected to be at university at the age of 17 or 18 plus minus. So it says, what amount will be available at the end of the time period if payments are made at the end of each month? Remember, payments are made at the end of each month. So this is an ordinary annuity because payments are made at the end of the time period. And these payments are the same and they are equal, and they are made at regular intervals, which is monthly, and it is a series of equal payments, and these payments are equal. They are made at regular intervals of time at the same rate of interest, because the interest rate is said to be 12% and is compounded monthly. So the minute their payments is a series and they are equal at the same interest rate paid at the regular intervals, which is monthly in this case, therefore now this exercise qualifies to be called an annuity and is called an ordinary annuity. I said master that definition, guys. Sometimes you get to be asked in theory, so make sure that you have it at the back of your mind. Our main focus is to know how much will be available at the end of the period, meaning at the end of 5 years, if these payments are made every month. So now we need to say, okay, plus minus, because this father will be making a payment. So this 300 is indicating outflow of cash, plus minus PMT, meaning 300 is the payment. Then these payments will earn interest, which is I divided by y, will earn interest of 12% per annum compounded monthly. And now remember, in the topic of compound, we dealt with the division. I'm not going to be going into details on that, but we say if the interest is 12% per annum compounded monthly, then we need to say how many number of months do we have in a year. It will be 12, so we divide the interest by the number of compounds in the year or in a year. Our n is the number of payments. Our n will be 5 times by 12. So now why am I saying 5 by 12 is because 5 years is times by 12 will give us the number of months in 5 years. That means it will be 60 months, meaning there will be 60 payments that will be made. So our n now becomes the number of payments that will be made, which are monthly payments. That means it will be 60 series of equal payments that are made on a monthly basis, earning the interest rate of 12% per annum, compounded monthly. And we need to know how much will be in the account at the end of 5 years. So we compute the future value of these payments. Now let us just go straight to our lovely app and see what our lovely app has installed for us. Then now I just want to start in the beginning again, not where I am. This is how it appears when you start. Then you choose what you want to do. Remember, I said we are still busy with the future value of an annuity. This is where we are. We are busy with the future value of an annuity. Present value will come a little bit later on. future, you press under future value, then on top it says future value. Then monthly frequency, we already know that the payments are made monthly, then that is fine. Compounded monthly, so that is also fine. Payment, how much are we paying? We are paying an amount of 300. Number of payments, which is our N, our number of payments, there are 60 payments. In this case, you have to convert the number of years into the number of payments that will be made over the 5 years period. Our interest rate, it is 12%. Starting balance, present value, there is no present value, there is no starting balance. Payment mode, are we paying at the beginning of the period? No, we are paying at the end. So you choose that radio button, I think they call it the radio button, that button there that says end of the period. Then you say compute future value. How much do we get? 24,590 cents. Let us verify. Let us check if that will be the same when we use our calculator. Now I'm using my hard copy calculator, which is not visible now on the screen. And please make sure that in your hard copy calculator, I'll say second function alpha 00 to clear the screen. Plus minus 300 is PMT. 12 divided by 12 is the interest. 60 is N. Then we compute future value. We get on the calculator, or I get 24,590 cents. Exactly the same amount that our app has given as the correct answer. Let us verify that exactly the same answer. So guys, either which one you use, it matters not, but still have the calculator hard copy next to you, just in case you will be required to use it. But if you are writing online, worry not, sit at your convenient place and use your app, but make sure that you practice it very regularly so that you get very familiar with it. Now we come to example 3.4. 3.4 says to us that we have Mr. Smith, who is planning to buy a new caravan in 2 years. So his target period to buy the new caravan is 2 years' time, which he estimates will cost him 40,000 then. This is the cost of the caravan in 2 years to come. He also estimates that the trade-in value of his current caravan will be 16,500 rands. So he does have an existing caravan, and he estimates that the value of this current caravan 2 years to come will be 16.5. So in other words, he's going to say out of the caravan that costs 40,000, he will trade in with the one that costs 16,500. So he only needs to raise money of the difference. So let us say 40,000 rands, the cost of the new caravan minus the value of the old caravan. That means the amount that he needs to raise over the period of 2 years, it is 23,500 rands. So this is how much he needs to have in the future value after 2 years. Then we are asked to calculate how much should be saved monthly in a special saving account, which will pay 15% of interest per annum compounded monthly. In other words, we are calculating the monthly payments. How much will be the monthly payments that will be made every month for the next 2 years, earning interest at 15% per annum and compounded monthly, in order for him to be able to raise this 23,500 that he needs in 2 years, because he knows that he is going to have 16.5 in 2 years as the value of the current or existing old caravan, but he does not have 23,500 that will be needed in 2 years. So we need to know how much must he save every month in order for him to raise the remaining balance of 23,500 that will be needed in 2 years' time. So now we just want to draw a line there. We first need to state the cost of the caravan, and we deduct the trade-in value. Then after we have deducted the trade-in value, then this will give us the amount that he needs to raise, which is the balance, which can be called the future value. Then we have the cost of the caravan. Cost of the caravan, it is 40,000 rands less trade-in value. The trade-in value is 16.5. Then the amount that he needs, it is 23,500. This is how much in it in the future. The amount that is required. Amount required. So this is the amount that is required in 2 years to come. So now, how much can he save every month for the next 2 years in order for him to raise 23,500 rands? That is the question that we are responding into now. So let us calculate the amount that he must pay every month. That means we are calculating PMT. This is what he needs in the future, which is 2 years to come. So now that means our future value will be 23,500 plus minus 23,500 is the future value. The interest that is going to earn is 15% and is compounded monthly. So now if it's compounded monthly, we need to say how many months do we have in a year. There are 12 months in a year. Then our N will be 2 times by 12. That means there will be 24 payments that will take place. So now if 24 payments will take place, then we need to say how much will be those 24 payments. Compute PMT. In this case, we are calculating payments, meaning how much must he pay every month for 2 years in order for him to raise 23,500 rands so that he can buy his new caravan. Now let us go to again to our app, which is our lovely financial calculator, and see what it has installed for us, and see what it has installed for us. Let me then go to the beginning again. We are on the future value of an annuity, and look at we have present value of an annuity. We don't have PMT here, so without having PMT, then we are unable now to calculate the PMT from the future value. So now this is the limitation when it comes to the app. I'll still check it if maybe I can be able to get the answer. Then let me use now my normal hard copy calculator, where we need to say second function alpha 00 to clear the memory. Then we say plus minus 23,500 is the future value. 15 divided by 12 is the interest. 24 is n. If you want, you can say 2 times by 12. Then it will say 24. Then after you press n. Then you say compute PMT. We want to know how much the monthly payments must be for 2 years in order for him to get to 23,500 at the end of 2 years. 845 rand 69 cents. This is the amount of money that he must pay every month for 2 years in order for him to raise 23,500 in 2 years, earning interest of 12% or 15% per annum compounded monthly. So now this will be the PMT, and I love this fact that previously we were calculating the future value, but now we are calculating the payment. What does that tell you? That means we can move from the future value and calculate the PMT. So now that is also very important to note, and we'll be dealing with that as time goes by, but at different approaches, the way we approach these questions. Yes, guys, with that, that was very lovely. I hope you mastered something once again here. But the fact that the app cannot function here then it becomes a problem. But I'll still check, maybe we can be able to calculate the PMT from the future value. When I get it, then I will show you in the next questions. Thank you guys.